Well, 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 here we are on another day. Thank you, Lord, for letting us see another day. Hallelujah. Glory to the Most High God. Thank you, Lord, for letting us see another day. Many didn't make it, and many have transitioned and gone home. We're trying to get those who are not in proper alignment with the Most High. So they'll have a place to go. But it's so many people messed up, just messed up on the wrong way, thinking they're on the right way, and they're not. It's sad. Let's see what's going on with the tarot this morning. I Cav, Intuitive Cav, what you got this morning?
For a high priestess, Seven of Pentacles. This could be good karma of some sort as well. Something you've invested in, maybe coming to fruition, or some type of good karma. Five of Cups. This Knight of Wands could also be somebody who feels bad. They feel bad for not supporting you. This could be the same. This Knight of Wands could be this masculine energy that's like that I didn't want to clown too bad today because they're already going through it. They're Five of Cups. This is deep regret, grief, despair, emotional pain, you know. Maybe somebody wants to take some type of action to make something right. They've made their mind up. Two of Swords reversed. They're not indecisive. They've made their mind up. Seven of Swords reversed. This is either being caught in a lie or something deceitful, underhanded, or confessing, coming clean about it. Somebody's thought long and hard about this. Unexpected money reverse. Community. The veil. There were a lot of people. There could have been a whole community that was under the illusion that they were going to receive something for handling you the way. What the fuck were they drinking? Like they literally just drank the Kool-Aid, you know, straight out of a crack pipe. Like what the? There's a community that was under an illusion. I don't know if they thought that they was gonna get something. They were supposed to receive something for being a piece of shit. But yeah, no, it's not happening. They can get these ones. They can get these balls. Pull. That's all. Yeah, unexpected money. I get this unexpected ass whooping. It's like these people thought they were going to receive something for tearing you down. These are motherfuckers that don't even love themselves. Self-love, they don't even like themselves. The fuck? Pathway reverse. Completely off path. Like, where the fuck was y'all going? Maybe, I don't know, there's a Jezebel involved, or these folks was following a Jezebel. They want to listen to the prosy poo. Yeah, now, like, once again, false narrative reverse. It's like the truth is out. Truth is out, like, shut your mouth. Listen, I'm going to pull from Big Bertha as well. Calling, messaging from fake profiles. You know, that's the weirdo MO. They just love, you know, to make a fake profile. Fuck. They wear a mask every day, so of course they go message you from a fake profile. Yeah. South Node. Echoes of who you were. These are people in their South Node. Low vibrational as fuck. Down there in the basement. Stanky. Funky. Mad. Play the victim. It's reverse. I feel like this is a person, these are people, they can't play the victim. Yeah, y'all can't play the victim. Y'all are disgusting ass bullies. Old ass bullies. Too much time on your hands and way too fucking old for the bullshit that they pull. Like, it's just disgusting. Someone is secretly in love with you. Or I guess they gonna stay secretly in love because if they don't want to speak the fuck up about it, then it's not, what they expect to happen. It's crazy. Crazy. So yeah, some folks want to play the victim. Well, it's Collective's fault that we bullied Collective and told all them lies and did all that black magic on Collective. It's Collective's fault. I'm a victim here. Hearing your name called. R, first, last, middle, initial. I, first, last, middle, initial. Warlock, reverse. Full moon, reverse. What is ready to be seen will be seen. What is ready to leave will leave. The full moon is the peak of energy, a time of clarity and completion and release. Emotions run high, truths surface, and situations reach a turning point. It's best for letting go, cleansing, forgiveness, and celebrating progress. Came out reverse. H. H. First, last, middle, initial. Wow. This is interesting. Get the N. First, last, middle, initial. So we have R, I, H, N so far. These initials could be significant. Spiritual awakening could be significant. It's really important to keep an open mind with these readings and with your situation, because this can manifest in a myriad of ways. These readings, this reading could be true for 10,000 people, but it'll manifest in different ways for each and every one of us. I know y'all probably can't hear that, it's vibrating. Confirmation. My condolences to any of you that have lost somebody recently. Anybody you know that might have passed away suddenly or not, or not suddenly. My deepest condolences. This is interesting. Somebody could have been a warlock reverse. And I don't get like somebody was a warlock and they're not anymore. I get like somebody was a warlock and they're no longer on this realm. If Pisces come out, okay. North Node. North Node, upright. The future self beckons. Someone's secretly in love with you. Is there two of those in here? Or no, I just showed it to you. Someone's secretly in love with you. It could have been reversed this time. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Someone secretly hates you. Driving by your house. Someone could have been secretly in love with you. Somebody could have secretly hated you. I don't know. Take what resonates. Somebody could have drove by. This is somebody who could have drove past your house. It came out in another reading, either my reading before last or the one before that. We had blue car and drives past your house. In. Came right back up. Self-made success story could be significant. Maybe you are a self-made success story. You got it out the mud without a lot of support. You made some things happen for yourself. Mother knows. Somebody's mother could be aware of a situation. Your money is about to increase. Yeah, and this is all clarifying gift, reward, incentive, present. Maybe you're receiving something. Leo, upright. Maybe you're Leo. These are people or somebody that's some energies that attempted to sabotage you. A water sign could have attempted to sabotage you. And it backfired in a horrible way for them. July could be significant. Leo, Cancer. Man, take what resonates. Next we have deity, divine creator, supreme being. This could represent, the divine, a higher being. This could even represent you. You co-create with the divine. What is this? The sun, reverse. Justice came out on the fence. I feel called to take it upright. Justice. Ace of Pentacles, reverse. Four of Cups. Knight of Cups. Two of Swords, reverse. Two of Wands caught my eye. 2-2 could be significant. I feel like there's somebody that's planning. Somebody is planning to come, and I feel like they could be blocked though. Or you have this person blocked. You have communication with somebody blocked who wants to contact you. It doesn't have to be romantic, but this is a Knight of Cups upright. So it's somebody, even if it's not romantic. It could be a family member. They're coming in with some type of love, some type of emotion, upright emotion. They've made their mind up about doing this. This could be somebody who either took something or blocked something from you, and I feel like they're receiving karma for that. Justice and Ace of Pentacles reversed. There's justice being served for something that was taken. It could have been a blessing. It could have been some type of money. It was something. Ace of Pentacles, it was something that was going to increase you. This was taken or blocked. And you're receiving justice for this. Justice is coming in for this. First card out was the Sun reverse. This could have been something that was hidden. Like you didn't know that something was taken. Or maybe you didn't know, you couldn't see that justice was playing out. Maybe you've known your situation, but you've been feeling like for a long time, okay, when is justice coming? And the whole time, behind the scenes, it's been unfolding. It's been coming in. It could still be coming. This came out on the fence. It could still be coming in. There is somebody here though that has made the decision, the choice to come towards you. Strength, upright. Somebody wants to be loyal. I mean, this could be anybody, so I don't know. The lovers. Don't pay attention to my face. It could be anybody. The lovers upright. There's somebody who wants to, they want to come in, they want to be loyal to you. They want to apologize as well. Princess of Cups. They want to say sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I was manipulated and they fed me stuff and this could be somebody stuck. And I don't know why sometimes I associate the Hangman with like jail. Somebody being in jail or going to jail. Somebody could be King of Swords. The Empress reverse. This is somebody that's speaking some type of truth about some distorted feminine. This is good news for you. Princess of Wands, which is good news. Ace of Swords. The good news is that, yeah, somebody has finally spoke the truth about said wildebeest. There's truth and clarity. This is good news. It's great news. Maybe somebody wants to start over. They want to fresh start now. They want to start over. Somebody wants to apologize, and I feel like extend the olive branch. Your ancestors, yeah. If you've been receiving signs or synchronicities, it's your guides. And right below that card, trusted. Trust what you're seeing. Trust what you're picking up intuitively. You're being, yeah. Somebody could want a union. You got the lovers upright. Somebody I want to be with you. I didn't know we were supposed to be together. Manifestation reverse. Abundance. Like, huh? What you want again? I want to be with you. Evil out reverse. Moving on. I feel like if somebody's trying to manifest, for somebody, this could be somebody trying to manifest a lover's union. They're trying to manifest a new contract. It is not coming in. It is not coming in because you have already moved the fuck on. It's like, no thanks, motherfucker. I'm in my North Node, minding my business. Get the fuck on. Like, yeah, I feel like if somebody's just not going for it. Like, I'm focused on the money. I don't want nothing you got. I'm cool. Bye-bye. Or does somebody want to get close to you because they need money? I told you off the hangman, sometimes I get like somebody going to prison, and then we have legal reverse. Somebody in legal trouble, either surrounding some amount of money or they need money. Pathway reverse. This clearly is somebody who went the wrong way. They was off path. Make a shitstorm. You know, make a shitstorm of a mess, and then want your help cleaning it up. Like, huh? This is somebody who can't manipulate you. Maybe they used to, or they had a gift. Divine masculine reverse. Manipulation reverse. This could have been somebody who used to manipulate you. Maybe they had a gift. Gift reverse. Maybe they don't anymore. I don't know, beloved. Let me pull from this one. Big Bertha. What else with this mind? Oh, spiritual angels. Let my people go. Reverse. This might be somebody who don't want to let go. They don't want to let you go, or yeah, but there's somebody moving, you know, slow as molasses. Like, if you don't get the molasses out your ass and make a move, what I also get, slow and steady wins the race. Maybe some folks thought you wasn't moving. Okay, yeah, collective ain't hitting no shit. Collective ain't got nothing going. And maybe you was taking your time with this shit. Don't matter what the fuck they think or what they see. Maybe you wasn't doing it for, you know, outside validation. Maybe you were going through a spiritual awakening. Or this could be somebody else, you know, going through a spiritual awakening, taking their time, they not letting you go. Like, I'm going through my awakening, I just started this shit, so it's slow up a little bit so I can catch up. Evil eye on the fence. If somebody been projecting evil eye, I feel like the shit's going back. We saw it reverse out of the Kipper-ish, and it's on the fence out of the Big Bertha. It's like, yeah, return to sender. Dum diddy dum dum. Fuck wrong with y'all? Seriously, doing all that energetic shit. Square up. Justice is on your side. Yes, it is, beloveds. Justice is on your side. I know a lot of y'all been waiting. I mean, it's been years. For a lot of us, it's been years. And it's like, is this shit gonna ever end? What the hell? Is it gonna ever? Yes. Yes, beloved. Somebody anemic or something? I don't know. Mental illness. Yeah, somebody sick, all right. I don't know why I get like attachment of some sort. Almost like a curse, a hex or something. Death spell. I saw it reverse. You had that come out. Health concern. Did a death spell that's backfiring. This could have been somebody who had some type of ability. Their abilities have been downgraded. This could be a Capricorn in a low vibration. This could have been somebody who had some type of ability. Their abilities have been downgraded. This could be a Capricorn in a low vibration. This is somebody who's receiving a demotion, not a promotion, a demotion of some sort. 3 days could be significant. Leo uprights could be significant. A dark coven or cult could be significant. Public humiliation and signs from animals could be significant. Family betrayal. Public humiliation and betrayal. Betrayal. Family betrayal. It's Hindu, I'm assuming. Scammer alert. Hindu, I'm assuming. Scammer alert. Public humiliation. Envy and jealousy. Reverse. Maybe somebody's being exposed for their jealousy and envy. This envy and jealousy. Reverse. Maybe somebody's being exposed for their jealousy and envy. This is going to be humiliating. Because they was on some other shit, perhaps family incest. Be humiliating. You cleanse your energy somehow. You cut cords with some individuals. Because they was on some other shit, perhaps family incest. I mean, voodoo reverse. I saw that out of the Kipper Ish too. Reverse. So, voodoo reverse. I saw that out of the Kipper Ish too. Reverse. Some shit's backfiring. You cut cords, cleanse your energy, and some shit, whiplash, boomerang back and slaps the shit out of somebody. And some shit, whiplash, boomerang back and slaps the shit out of somebody. They're jealous of your beauty. Like, grow the fuck up. It's not easy being the chosen one, but it's worth it. Somebody's secrets are being exposed. It's not easy being the chosen one, but it's worth it. Somebody's secrets are being exposed because they had bad intentions, and intentions are everything. Nobody's laughing at God. Maybe they laughed at you. It could have been a situation where, people were laughing at you, making fun of you, and it's like, laugh now, motherfuckers. Like, well, yeah. Is it still funny? Shit's backfiring onto, individuals, and they're not. I promise you they're not laughing now. Libra could be significant, or justice could be significant. A lot of jealousy. Boss is jealous of you. It's a whole lot. You got people jealous of your beauty. Your boss is jealous of you. Somebody's jealous of your spiritual rank. It's just like, if they don't go the fuck on, then eat a bowl of Cheerios or something. Get some Captain Crunch. And, fucking watch a cartoon or something. Like, seriously, do something to change that energy. All that fucking jealousy and hating and envy. Not a definition. Maybe you're not, what I'm saying? Maybe you're one of those, beautiful souls that stands alone. You don't need a relationship, a man, another person to define you or validate you. You know who the fuck you are. And good for you. We saw death spell reverse. Intentions are everything. Reverse. They had bad intentions. So that shit's, like I said, boomeranging, dinking their ass upside their shit. Capricorn reverse. Somebody had bad intentions. A Capricorn and a low vibration. Take what resonates, beloveds. It's a tarot deck. Cups reversed. This is like somebody is unhappy. This is you getting this Ace of Wands, this passionate new beginning, is the opposite of wish fulfillment. This makes somebody very unhappy. They're like, who gives a fuck? They can mind their business. They still be unhappy minding their business, but you know, the moon reverse. It's like all the secrets are out. Somebody has to let something go. Give it up and let it go. Princess of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, good there. They could be, taking a financial loss. This could be financial bad news. Somebody could be losing a home behind this shit. Four of Wands reverse. King of Wands could be significant. This is somebody in a karmic cycle that they refuse to walk. Somebody's just comfortable in their lower self and yeah. King of Pentacles upright. Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could be somebody good with money. Could be a business owner. Could be somebody who's overly concerned with money. They don't have forward movement. Something's out of their control. They cannot control this. Just, don't want to stop with the bullshit. This could be a father figure. Emperor reverse. Somebody who abuses their authority. The same father figure that's in a tower moment. What's the tower for this energy? Judgment. Judgment. For something they did to a Queen of Wands. Man or woman, Leo energy is upright, unlike a lot of these fucking weirdos, right? Power of attorney could be significant. Somebody did something to have you codependent, or power of attorney could be significant. They did this to receive something, or you're receiving something now. You're receiving something you've been manifesting. The truth, perhaps. This is going to be wish fulfillment, or you're a star. I believe that it has something to do with God, the Hierophant. God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. There's a Queen of Pentacles reverse that's not, there's a money hungry, superficial, materialistic, feminine energy. They're heartbroken because they're not getting an Ace of Cups and they're currently blocked from somebody. That same energy that wants to apologize for lying on you. They did nothing but hurt themselves.
Into this energy here, I'm picking up on somebody who is like, they're on demon time. They're in full-blown demon mode here, okay? Yeah, there's something about boundaries that have been put in place, I feel like, by you, but most importantly, the divine, your ancestors, your spirit guides, because of someone's chaotic behavior. There's something like somebody's really angry here, okay? Something about you getting love, people like you here, but it's much deeper than that. You guys could have recently done an energy cleanse. Like somebody wanted something unexpected to happen on your timeline here, maybe in your environment here, and it didn't, okay? There could even be somebody trying to manipulate the law against you here, and I feel like it's going nowhere here, okay? I'm also like picking up on a police chase, okay? With the Six of Blades energy, like this is somebody, I don't know if they want to come towards your home or your community and ride by here. But again, I'm getting boundaries that have been put in place here. And they're very upset here, okay? Somebody could be arguing on the phone is what I'm getting. Someone's having a tower here, but it's all about the Ace of Cups. And I feel like the Ace of Cups is your energy. I'm getting a message here where I don't know if somebody was expecting maybe the law to be on their side, or this could be just another person here, okay? Maybe the law got called because like a situation is out of control. This could be fighting here. I pulled the tower prior to me cutting on the camera, and it's back again. I'm getting something about a disagreement here, okay? Like somebody could be blowing up because an individual, this could even be a group of people, are not backing them here, or they don't feel the same way, okay? Like somebody is totally out of control. It's not happening, okay? So they try to make some call. Somebody's ass is grieving. There's something about you having protection. This can even be in the physical, honey, okay? Because somebody's demons, like they are flaring, not flaring up, they have flared up. They have taken over, okay? So this could be desperation here. There's something about you leaving. I'm closing out a cycle. Like somebody could be desperate to cause problems, okay? Child, what is this coming up sideways, honey? Okay, the star, all right? An Aquarius could be significant here. Like I came on, put it back in the deck here. And then you got the Page of Pentacles here, okay? Wow. So this could be about your healing, okay? Now, somebody out there, you could specifically be leaving an Aquarius behind here, okay? Yeah, look at this healing. Sun card with the star energy here. Yeah, something about you moving forward. And the transits here, okay? You got 2 stars. Maybe you're meeting someone, okay? Something about the stars being aligned here. Strength energy, okay? So I don't know if this person underestimated you here. It's almost as if they didn't see something coming. Somebody didn't take you seriously. Somebody didn't think that you had it in you, okay? Yeah, because they're in tears with the 3 of Swords. Could be a mother figure here, but strength. Yeah, you have the strength to move forward here. Child. Like somebody is pissed. I'm talking about like fighting. Queen of Swords energy here. Okay. Yeah, the Emperor here, child. I know I'm getting like orders going out here. Okay, somebody could be trying to come after you. What is this? This is ongoing chaos and confusion. Ongoing conflict and strife here with this Emperor, right? Big fire sign energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody could be trying to send you a message here, but you're not with the shits with the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess energy here. Yeah, somebody's got to get back, give you 50 feet, okay? Yeah, somebody's crying over the damn Empress, honey, a divine feminine here. Yeah, you're not effing with these people. So the Emperor, this could be a father figure. This could be a child's father, ex-husband. Yeah. Damn, so this person wants your attention. Somebody could have even got into it with the cops here, all right? Yeah, Knight of Wands, look at them. This person's going postal. Wow. What the fuck is going on? Something about them not being included, honey, and you not putting your guard down. Oh, they're losing their shit. Again, with this card, see, it came up sideways here. Like they're having an out-of-body experience here. And something has taken over. What tempts you, tests you. See it clearly, then master the fire. Desire reveals discipline here. Okay, like their demons have gotten the best of them. Somebody is highly triggered here. Okay? Damn. Yeah, they want to apologize to you, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, honey. But you're not taking any shit. So it's like the Knight of Wands to the Page of Cups. They want to force it. Like, you have to accept my apology. I got something to say. Like, this person is losing their shit. I'm telling you, what the motherfucking time. I'm telling you, boy, somebody here, maybe someone called the cops on them. Okay, because they so out of control. They want to come towards you with the 5 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. I think the F not. There could be children around in the vicinity, honey. Sheesh Louise. Okay. Okay, the Lovers. Let's see what else comes out, honey. I cannot. This person's energy is draining. And I'm also getting an energy here. Like, I immediately got aggravated when I pulled the cards here. Like, somebody doesn't have the right to throw a tantrum. Like, somebody is so disgusting. It's pathetic. I'm sorry to have to talk like this, but it's like, what the F? What do you want? Child, I can't, okay? Let's see what else. Like, what else is going on here? Yeah, this person is being told to check themselves. Game over, okay? Person is being told to check themselves. Game over, okay? I'm tired of these energies here because you set boundaries here. And this is somebody who wants to impose, okay? Impose, infiltrate, okay, invade, setting the record straight here. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords energy here, you could have said something that sent this person in an uproar here. Okay, you set the record straight, and I feel like something is like, it's not up for debate, all right? Irrefutable, something like that, honey. Game is over. Whatever you said, game over. You're done. And they're having like a conniption fit is what I'm getting, okay? Yeah, game over, toxic. You spoke some truth that this person is struggling with, honey. Damn. Like all their demons are flared up. Somebody could be foaming at the damn mouth. Like, what is going on? Spit flying? Deadline here. Okay, something is dead. Judgment, deadline here. I'm telling you something's over. That's what I'm getting. Like this is the last line being drawn in the sand. Okay? No more waiting. It's do or dissolve. Faith grows from movement here. It's over for somebody here. That's the judgment. Somebody doesn't like the judgment. Okay? And they can't cross the line. Boundaries set. Again, look, a situation is about to explode. This person is erupting. Look, and you don't give it a energy shield. Energy shield, okay? I feel like somebody wants to give you an earful, and they can't. Lust. Child, what is that? Each of us is born with a box of matches inside us, but we can't strike them all by ourselves here. Child, You're definitely not sleeping with this person here. You know, intuitively here, I mean, of course, they could want to sleep with you, but I'm getting, there's something about what they want to say, okay? They want to say you did something too, or you're responsible for something too. Like there's no way that they should be the only ones getting some type of karma. That's what I'm getting. Permission to power down, rest now, return sharper, recharge. Oh, guilty. Yeah, this person is guilty of something, and the judgment has you have been found not guilty. Something about you being free to go. Something about you're not responsible for something, and somebody's losing it. They're effing losing it here. That's what it is. Okay. So this person has been been found guilty of something here. Okay. Child, please. Yeah. Child, please. Yeah, lost. They lost. This person is lost. It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything. Somebody also wants to give you an earful because they feel like it's your fault that they have lost, or they want to lash out. That's what I'm getting. They want to lash out. Look, breaking cycles, SWAT coming through the door here. Yeah, this person here could actually, because I did pull the police, but the energy was so damn aggravating. I just put it to the wayside here, okay? Like seriously, they're going through something. Somebody's been found guilty here. Somebody could have got a visit. Hell, this could even be a raid. Okay? They've lost. Like they want to give you a piece of their mind. That's what it's about. Breaking cycles here. Same loop, new choice. Cut the pattern at the root. No more reruns. Healing starts where habits end. Child, please. I cannot. Let's get a couple more, then we'll get some specifics, honey. Because they got problems. Okay? Maybe you had to be very patient in this situation here. Time reveals truth. Okay. I feel like this is somebody who was going against the grain, or they were struggling, going out their way to attach a situation to you, a situation that they were in. Yeah, somebody was going out of their way to attach a situation to you. Okay. And they're waking up to the reality that something has nothing to do with you. Like somebody wants you to go down with them. We're gonna get some specifics about, you know, what this is pertaining to. Okay, somebody's stuttering and shit, watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip here, child. It could have been a lot of gossip about them, about this situation, about you. There could have even been somebody like in the crowd, waiting for you to go down with this person or waiting to see what was going to happen here, because I feel like somebody was projecting whatever they have gotten themselves wrapped up in, and it feels illegal. There could have been other people waiting to see what was going to happen with you, and boundaries have been put in place here. Okay, you're moving forward with the Six of Swords. We saw the star energy here with the sun. Okay, yeah. So somebody could have been running their mouth, but you set the record straight, or the record has been set straight. Period. Somebody could have been running their mouth as if you bared some level of responsibility or accountability in regards to whatever they were going through. Child, please, I cannot. So that's the energy. Because I was wondering, I'm so fucking aggravated. It's like somebody has the nerve. It's like big baby energy here. Somebody doesn't want to take the L by themselves, but they conjured the L up by themselves. They sign on the dotted line by themselves. So what's the effing problem? Child, no. Now, look, desperation. I feel like somebody got their final no. Okay? And again, like I said, there could even be protection put in place for some of you guys here because somebody is so out of control. Never do anything out of desperation, because in doing so, you may never regain your dignity or your reputation. I feel like whatever they did that has them in hot water with the law, they did it out of desperation. So they're repeating the same cycle here, okay? Speak your truth, okay? Something required you to speak your truth here. Yeah, self-care and suck it up here. Somebody's gonna have to take care of themselves and suck it up. They have to take care of themselves and suck it up. Child, please. You spoke your truth and you're guarded with that. Okay?
Your spiritual, I said spiritual light. They hate your spirituality. They hate your spirituality, your light, your magic, and your power. So how do they feel about you? They feel like you brought this bad karma down on them. They want to fight you and compete with you, and you're just dusting it off. Queen/King rising. They feel like you're a Queen/King rising that keeps dusting off their hatred, keeps dusting off everything they're doing to combat and fight you. Stepping into power, praised, creeping, and bad karma. What did I just say? What did I just say? God is whooping these. God, your ancestors and the angels are giving these people a biblically accurate ass whooping for fucking with you.
Could the God of the Bible be Satan? Let's talk about one of the very first craziest scenarios, most sadistic scenarios I've ever read in the Bible. I came across Genesis 22, where God is speaking to Abraham, and he wants to test Abraham. And this is what he does. He says, sometime later, God tested Abraham. He said to him, Abraham, here I am, he replied. So Abraham's speaking to God now. They got an open conversation, right? They're having a communication back and forth, two-way conversation. This entity he's talking to is a person that he thinks is a God. I don't think he's talking to some mystical, invisible figure. Then God said, take your son, your only son, Isaac, whom you love, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains I will tell you about. Can you imagine that? He's telling this guy, I want you to take your firstborn son and I want you to kill him in my name's sake. That's what he's telling him. So early the next morning, Abraham got up and sadly saddled his donkey. He took with him two of his servants and his son Isaac. When he had cut enough wood for the burnt offering, this man is following through on this craziness. Tell me this ain't sadistic on both sides. He set out for the place God had told him about. On the third day, Abraham looked up and saw the place in the distance. He said to his servants, stay here with the donkey while I and the boy go over there. We will worship and then we will come back to you. So he's lying now. Now he's telling a lie. He's trying to tell his servants, now we're just going to go over here and pray for a minute and come right back. He ain't doing that. He's getting ready to go murder his own son in the namesake of this fake God. Abraham took the wood for the burnt offering and placed it on his son Isaac. So now he's putting the wood on his son. And he himself carried the fire and the knife, as two of them went together. Isaac spoke up and said to his father Abraham, "Father." "Yes, my son," Abraham replied. "The fire and the wood are here," Isaac said. "But where's the lamb for the burnt offering?" He don't even know. He's about to get murdered by his own dad. He doesn't even know his dad is taking him up there to kill him in the name of his God, with the lowercase g. Abraham answered, "God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son." And the two of them went on together. Again, he's lying again. When they reached the place that God had told him about, Abraham built an altar and he arranged the wood on it. He bound his son Isaac and laid him on the altar on top of the wood. Then he reached out his hand and took the knife to slay his son. But the angel of the Lord called out to him from heaven, "Abraham, Abraham, here I am," he replied. "Do not lay a hand on the boy," he said. "Do not do anything. Now I know you fear God." Why? You think he did this because he wants to show God how faithful he is? He did it because he doesn't want the wrath of God. You see? That's why God said, "Now I know you fear me." That is very sadistic and very evil. Very evil. That's an evil thing to do. You see what this God of the Bible does? He preys on fear. He preys on fear. And I do mean a he. Now I'm going to call it a he because the God of the Bible are men. They're actual flesh and blood people. It's not in the creator of any universe at all. And so he's preying on the fear. He's using fear tactics to win people over. And these people, they don't understand that the powers that he has are just high levels of technology and wisdom that he can wield over them. This whole religion thing this dogma is a complete psychosis. The reason why the majority of people are going to church and doing all this praying and everything else, and I've had a few Christians tell me this, is because they're doing it just in case. They think that, I better do this just in case heaven is real. You yourself want self-preservation. You do not want to burn in this fake lake of fire that doesn't even exist because that was added to the Bible. But you think you're going to suffer for all eternity. So instead of having the suffering, that's where the fear kicks in. Man, I better do this because if I don't, I'm going to face the wrath of God for all eternity. So then what people do is they pretend. Let's have a look here. How many people are killed in the Bible? That's the topic of this talk, right? Well, let's have a look. He wiped out all but 7 humans during the flood, killed countless tribes and cities. This is God doing this. He even killed his own son. He loves killing. He killed around 3 million people according to the Bible. So who's doing all the killing in this Bible? Have you read the Bible? Do you know who's ordering all this bloodshed and murder and killing? And if this ordering of bloodshed and murder and killing was to create a better world, look at the state of the world today. I don't think it worked, guys. If that was the ultimate goal, was to kill all these people to make a better future, God killed around 3 million people according to the Bible. And how many people did Satan kill? There's a discretion between the interpretation of the actions between 3 and 10 people. That's what Satan supposedly killed. Between three for sure. There's 3 for sure. But 10. Now, the 10 are interesting because the 7 sons and 3 daughters of Job. But the thing about that killing, if you want to call it that, he does it because God allowed it as part of a bet. There was a wager between God and Satan about this, and Satan won the wager, and so he let him kill Job's sons and daughters. So technically the blood is on God's hands. So when you analyze that and you go, man, it just doesn't make any sense. Who's doing all this killing? Do you think it's the creator of the universe, the all-knowing, all-loving God that creates planets and universes, that transcends time and dimensions, that can create molecules and atoms and all this kind of stuff? Or are you finally wrapping your brain around the fact that it's most likely not that entity, but most likely someone or some people that masqueraded as gods back then and fooled, pure tomfoolery, these people, hoodwinked these people, and got them believing in this information. This entity or these entities, these people were not God at all. They were just normal flesh and blood people with more advanced knowledge and wisdom. And because of that, they were able to rule over people in a way that the people would deify them and pray to them. And then that same tactic that they use of fear to get people to worship them and work for them as like slaves, to get them to kill and slaughter one another, is the same exact teachings that you're getting today and teaching to your kids. It hasn't changed. It's the same thing in the New. This the Old Testament. Oh, well, let me show you something in the New Testament then. Where Jesus, he said, I'm an advocate for slavery. Yeah, slaves. Make sure you honor and worship your master like you would honor and worship me. That's in the Bible. That's in the New Testament. And any entity or beings or any writings of anybody who wrote anything about advocating for slavery, I'm totally against that. I guarantee you I'm totally against that. And so what are we talking about here? Who is doing all this killing in the Bible? It's not Satan. The Bible was written from 100 AD to 900 AD by Phoenicians, followers of Hermes, Thoth, the Atlantean priesthood. That's who wrote the Bible, and they didn't write a Bible. What they did was they started copying ancient texts from all over the world, remnants of the Library of Alexandria, copying these ancient texts onto different parchment papers and stuffing them inside of vases and jars inside of caves. Over time, between 100 AD to 900 AD, people, explorers and archaeologists, coming across these vases and opening them up, finding all these ancient writings. These ancient writings were copied from, okay, let me translate this tablet onto this writing, onto this parchment paper, and then must store it away. And so over the course of that amount of time, 100 AD to 900 AD, that's after the death. Jesus and Paul and Judas and Matthew, they were dead. The Bible wasn't written in real time. That was written long after these people were gone and passed away. So where did this information come from? It came from ancient texts and ancient tablets, recopied onto different parchment papers. And the proof is in the pudding. You can go back and you can find those same exact quotes and statements and words out of the ancient text. It comes right from there. Some of it copied word for word directly onto these parchment papers. Then later, people who discovered these things, eventually they came together, said, hey, let's make a canonized book out of this. And that's when the Council of Nicaea got together and they started going through and curating what they would put into this canonized Bible and what they would not put into the canonized Bible. And then when they got to a good mix of neuroscience where they knew they could utilize this information to control masses of people, they said, we're going to put this one out right here. Boom. We altered this. We changed that. We mistranslated this by accident on purpose. We changed this around. We put this over here. We moved this around. We took out the part talking about aliens. We took out the part talking about spaceships and UFOs. Okay, so now I think we got something here. We can dominate the planet with this. And then how did this information get spread around the world? How did Christianity make it around this planet? Well, you do just like your father does it, don't you? Apples don't fall far from the tree. God was doing all the murdering and killing, so did the people. The people followed the book of the Bible, letter, word for word, and then what they do, they went around this planet, killing and murdering every indigenous culture. Christianity is literally spread by killing and murder and rape. They slaughtered and killed over 80 million people under the Pope's orders. The museums for the Inquisitions still exist. You can go into Rome and you can go to museums where you see the tools that they would use on people. They would take and go to an indigenous culture. Every continent has been attacked by these people. They go out and every continent you could think of, they show up with the, oh, we're here to bring you the good news. And then the next thing you know, you're getting raped, pillaged. They take the chief of the town, bring the chief to the center of the town, call everybody down. Then they burn the chief or kill the chief or torture him in front of everyone and say, now, you learn our language and you learn our religion or this is going to happen to you. And that's how Christianity got spread around the planet. It didn't get spread by love and all the good vibes and all this kind of stuff. Are we bringing the gospel and the good news to the planet? No, it got spread by rape, torture, murder, killing.
And that was, when I first got saved in the 70s, everything had a demon. Whenever your car wouldn't start, it was a demon. Whenever you had a flat tire, it was a demon. If you could not get our hair in place, it was a demon. I mean, I'm a little facetious there, but everything was a demon. If you woke up and it was raining, you were supposed to be doing something outside, it was a demon. And so we charged a lot of things to demons that was not actually a demon. You know, Jesus said that it rains on the just as well as the unjust. We experience things in life just because we're in life. But however, there are demonic forces that are at work in our world. But you don't have to be afraid of them. You're going to hear this today. You don't have to be afraid of them because the enemy would desire that you would not think that he exists. He takes joy in people that don't believe. I don't believe in that devil. Well, whether you believe him or not, he does exist. And whether you believe in demons or not, they still exist. However, he would desire that you wouldn't believe that he existed, or he will believe that he does exist, and that's all that happens everywhere, is that he will hope that you would think that he has more power than he actually has. I want to say this in the beginning. If you are a true born again believer, if you feel with the Holy Spirit, demons do not have control over you. Okay, I want you to say that in the beginning because we've given them too much props and too much credit for things that we have just done. You know, we didn't put no oil. Some years ago, I was on my way to church, and I looked in the rearview mirror and I saw this blue smoke, and I thought, boy, whoever that car is ought to get that car off the road. All that smoke. Well, you better watch how you say something about somebody else, because it was my car, and I knew the light had come on. But I said, in Jesus' name, I'm going to drive this car till I get it to the church, and the engine will not blow. Well, guess what? The engine blew. Okay? Now, we're going to talk about the name of Jesus, but there's some things that you need to do yourself. Remember, I told you the supernatural was that you do the natural and let God do the super. Now, what I should have done is when that engine light came on, I should have pulled on side, because I knew I had a leak, and I had an oil leak. And I had extra oil in my trunk. What I should have done is pulled over and put the oil in there. But that's not what I did. I did like some of you saints do. The light comes up. You know you should have paid your light bill. Oh, I need a key. Oh, man, the guys are gone, man. Some of y'all wanted me to start hooping. But it's amazing the things that we're... So we're going to discover in this particular series. I'm going to take a couple of weeks before I really get into the deliverance of this young lady, because I think it's important that you understand that we're in a warfare. And the Bible says that we wrestle in Ephesians, the 6th chapter, said we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. We're in a warfare, and our warfare is not against people. Matter of fact, you're going to see this in Scripture. We're going to even see Jesus. He's not talking to the person, but he's talking to the spirit. And you can fight an overcoming battle. You can win the battle of spiritual warfare. Amen. And then, there's some things that we've done in the church that I believe that we have not prepared people to be overcomers. I believe God's desire is that we be successful. And what I call success is when God says, I'm pleased with you. I believe that we put too much power in other people's hands. We've given other people authority or power where God says, I've given it to my church. I've given it to every believer. Listen, if you discovered somebody had a demon, you don't have to call somebody to help you to cast it out. You have the power to cast out any demon. Okay. I know it's hard. What you say, Pastor? Oh, yeah. Now, in our text today, as soon as a lady by the name of Lydia, in the 16th chapter, hopefully you're there already, a lady by the name of Lydia was saved, as well as the conversions of others. Then Satan tried to hinder the work of God. Now, Satan tried, all of us that are saved, he tried to prevent us from being saved. But that's why the power of the gospel is so important. And that's why I'm teaching pastors across the country, as well as teaching them to the nations that God sent me to, because I believe the church has strayed away from the power. We know this in Romans, the 1st chapter, verse number 16. Paul said, that is the gospel, that I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation. If the enemy wants people to stop getting saved, he sends preachers in to stop preaching the gospel. And the gospel is what God uses to cause men and women to come out of darkness into this marvelous light. And so the gospel must be preached. And if the enemy could have, he would have prevented you from being saved. But how many of you know he couldn't stop us? He may have prevented us. He may have put some stumbling blocks. But when you and I heard the gospel, he could not stop you from responding. But what he does now, after we have responded, he tries to make us ineffective. And one of the ways that he does it is he's always getting us to try to have more or to try to add stuff to Christ. He's trying to get us to get involved in things that don't bring glory and honor to Jesus Christ. He's trying to get us to do stuff and to get involved in things that don't bring honor to him. And so if he can't stop you from being saved, he's going to try to hinder you and hinder me from being effective. And there are many believers. There are some of you that are in this building that are listening to me by the way of internet or wherever you are, Facebook or Twitter, who are being ineffective because you've added other things to Christ. And you've heard me say this many times. Christ do not need somebody or something added to him. He stands alone. He does not need another organization. He does not need another group. Jesus Christ stands alone. And if Jesus can't stand alone, we might as well close up the doors, cut out the lights, turn this place into a nightclub, but Jesus can stand alone. The problem is that the enemy, we have a real enemy, and notice he does not have power to make you do nothing. I told you last week, Flip Wilson was wrong. The devil can't make you do nothing. But what he does, he uses rat poison. You remember I told you rat poison is 20% strychnine, it is 80% cornmeal. What he does is he cover up a lot of stuff with truth, but underneath it is a lot of strychnine. It is the strychnine that kills the rat. And so what you end up doing is believing a lie than the truth. And so what he does, he's very crafty. When he went in the garden, remember the story? When he went in the garden, he could not make Adam and Eve eat of the fruit. But what he did is he beguiled them. He tricked them. And he's doing exactly the same thing in the church today. So let's look at this because in this case, he used a demonized in this case, Satan used a demonized girl who had made her masters wealthy by telling fortunes. And I got to tell you, a lot of you are in bondage as believers. I got to tell you again, you're going to hear this again, but I do not believe a blood-washed, born-again believer can be possessed by demons. However, I do believe a blood-washed, a born-again believer can be influenced and oppressed. I don't believe where the Spirit of the Lord, there's liberty. I don't believe the enemy can come in, but he can influence you or oppress you. And I believe that's what's happening in the church. I think there are a lot of people in the church that have gone to demonic forces or gone to evil spirits and try to acquire them. We see it on TV. I see it in the 90s. It was way out there. And now it's coming back where you call the psychic hotline. And in the psychic hotline, it tells you, they told my future. Listen, nobody knows your future but God. Now, I'm not saying that they are not. See, there are familiar spirits that are around here. We're in warfare. And do you come to destroy us? I know who you are. Isn't that amazing? They knew who he was, but the religious leaders didn't know who he was. Oh, demons know who Jesus is. And demons know those of us who has Jesus on the inside of us. Oh, they know that we know that the power is not in us, but the power is in Jesus.